Be somebody! You already are somebody. You just have to find a way to show the world who that is. Hey, this is Mathias from MathiasMethod.com, back with some more stronger talk. I want to begin by asking you to please excuse the camera angle on most of these shots. I was trying to make it so you could see the full range of motion and had a little bit of difficulty in finding which spot would be best for that. And as you'll see, it's a little bit of a compromised position. Anyway, what we're going over today is the floor press. Floor press is a great variation to the bench press because it allows you to do the same movement with a partial range of motion. This emphasizes the top portion of the lift and helps build strength that can transfer to the complete lift. Oftentimes you can go heavier on partial range of motion lifts though, and for the floor press that's not always true. This is because the momentum of the lift from the initial push off your chest is taken out of the lift. So you may have your elbows sitting on the ground while the bar is sitting at your sticking point just a little bit off of the chest. This can make the lift very difficult but also very beneficial and give you a tremendous amount of strength increase as you increase in your floor press strength because it will transfer directly over to your bench press. This means that as your floor press PR goes up by 20 pounds, so too will your bench press PR in theory because you're sitting and building up that weak point of the lift. And if you build up your weakest point, then the whole lift gets stronger. Now the proper way to do a floor press is to set up just like you're going to do a regular bench press while laying on the floor. You want to try to keep your chest high, shoulder blades pulled back, and you want to try to keep your hips down as you do the lift. If hips do come up off the ground, as you see mine do quite a few times on this day, I'm not sure what was going on, but it's not really that big of a deal with this lift because your legs are already taken out of the movement. As you see, most of the time we have our legs straight just to really decrease the force we get from our legs, to take out that leg drive the most we can, so it's more of just an upper body lift. And if you do happen to have your hips come up, again, it's not that big of a deal because it really just adds to your chest arch that you already have built up. Now on the descent of the lift, you want to perform the lift the same as you would for the bench press with your elbows tucked in slightly, and you want to allow your triceps, make sure your triceps, not your elbows, to touch the floor. And you want to dissipate some of the weight before throwing the weight back up while flaring your elbows out the same as we would for a bench press. You want to make sure not to hit your elbows on the ground or bounce your triceps, as this is not very beneficial either, and it can lead to injury. So make sure you have a slight pause at the bottom to get the most out of the lift. It's also beneficial, as you see here, to have a thin mat to lay on the ground just to take a little bit more stress off your body and your elbows as you bring the weight down. Now you notice towards the end of my sets, end of my main work, I put on Mark Bell's Slingshot from howmuchyourbench.net. This is a great product that allows you to overload your bench press movements to get more stimuli and still increase your strength potential. It's best to use this only for a few sets though, as you see I do here, and if there's no safeties or anything protecting you from the bar falling on your face basically, then you want to make sure you have a spotter or at least something that can protect you in case the bar, because sometimes it gets out of position while you're wearing the slingshot, or I mean the slingshot can't really save you. It does add to your strength, but if you put too much weight on the bar, you can't get it back up. Same as you would for a normal overload. Now, depending on which slingshot you use, it'll give you about a 10 to 15% increase in strength. So you want to make sure you move up slowly and use it only sparingly. So only a couple of sets towards the end. Then after doing my main work of the floor presses, you'll see I move on to some accessory work and just finish building some pressing strength from multiple angles and also adding to training volume for growth. Now that's all from me. Make sure you check out MathiasMethod.com for all your training needs on how to get stronger. And follow us on all social media at Mathias Method. I'm out.